Hello to my Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy new moon in Gemini to each and every one of you all. Hopefully you all are having a great day. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Let's just jump right on in. I've already prayed over everyone's cards. And already asked Most High God for clarity. So I will not wait for today to be good. I will make today a good day. All right. So you're not waiting for any day to be a good day. You're making it a good day every day, right? So that's good. That's always have a great attitude, right? Starting out with positivity. All right. So close out a cycle. In that last flower moon that we had a full moon in Scorpio. So you close out some very unhealthy relationships. And so you're planting some brand new seeds. You're not waiting for any day to be good. Hopefully you're getting your rest for this next 7 days, or at least 6 days. This video is for the 27th of May through the 4th of June, 4th or 5th through June, which is going to push us past the first quarter moon. And all of these readings are timeless. So something that you're passionate about. So follow your interests. 817, something you're passionate about. You're being called to master a talent that you already own. The thing you do that comes so naturally to you is your gift. These passions are given to you these passions are given to you as to make your life meaningful for yourself and for others. Find the inspiration to pursue your gifts in your daily life. Consider a few ways you can have fun with your talents today, no matter how small or trivial they may seem. 817. So Source basically is saying something you're passionate about, get focused on something. Yeah, get focused on something, even if you feel like you're alone at doing it, right? Like, so number one would be like pray about it as you're closing out a cycle. You may be closing out something, and people could be asking why you're closing out something, but you're not waiting for today to be a good day. You're going to make something a good day. You're going to make it a good day. So, because when you're closing out cycles where you're dealing with karmics, somebody has to come to passive and powerless behavior. Somebody was egotistical, materialistic, and forceful as far as you're concerned. And so for you, it's like, okay, it was kind of hard to focus. Somebody was competing, somebody could have been competing with you. Two energies could have been competing with you. And you're just like, why? Like what was the reason? What was the reason? Like, for real, why you? Like, what threat were you posing to somebody? But again, because of your compassion, your genuine and sincere Cancer compassion. Talk to my high vibrating Cancers, right? There's some energies, they just wanted something fast. Somebody was wanting something fast, right? So they're like, you know what? After all of the emotion and creativity you put into something, somebody just wants something fast. They're like, okay, I just want to come in. I just want, like hotcakes. Like, I want something fast. Okay, come on, Cancer, come on, hurry up, finish cooking up whatever you creating, so I can go ahead and just come in and just take it off the plate, right? Hotcakes, take it off the hot grill or whatever. So people are familiar with these types of energies. And so Source wants you to get familiar with it. Source wants you to get familiar with something. Get real familiar with something. Just how people can take something so fast that you've created. Like, how can they copy something so fast that you created? Because you enlighten people. You enlighten people, and with your compassion. So it's time to not wait for today to be a good day, but make it a good day, because you're making a lot of people's day a good day. Believe it or not, you're making a lot of people happy. People are like, oh, I didn't know this. I didn't know. Hey, tell me more. They got notepads out. Hey, what else, Cancer? Like, what? So it's something about your interest is making that you're passionate about, right? And sometimes passion can be confused with something else, but it comes from somewhere, it comes from somewhere, something you inherited in your bloodline, family line, ancestral line, somebody line, a line dance. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so we're going to get into it. We're going to, so let's get some ancestor cards here. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a good weekend. All right. Alrighty. Cancers. Let's get right into it. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. And that is the double truth, Ruth. Okay? Leave them behind. Anybody that sees you as competition and you genuinely, this is just who you are, you're passionate about being a nurturing spirit, you know, keeping your vibrations high. And people see that as you don't have time for the confusion. That is contaminating your water. You have the gift of precognition. You have foreknowledge. So if somebody never stopped loving you, yeah. You have the gift of clairsentience. You pick up on others' vibrations, their emotions, and moods and their feelings about something. Always bet on you. Okay, if you're gonna bet on something, bet on you. You know, but it's time to start dating again for somebody. So, of course, if you married, we're not talking about going to date somebody. We're not talking about that. I want nobody, husband or wife, calling me talking about dating. My spouse watched your channel. You encouraging to date. Listen, anybody got time to be out here explaining that? Because that's not what I said. Listen, if you're single and you're interested in dating, that's what this card says. It's time to start dating. That's if you want to date. But if you already have somebody, if you're married, don't. Okay, stay with your person. They probably are your person, so don't be confused. Somebody just feels like you're their property. Okay, whether it's back in the slavery days or modern day, whatever they think is off, something is off. But anyway, booked and busy. I don't see you being bitter or burdened. So your ex was on some kind of an assignment, child. Who knows? On assignment for the devil that had nothing to do with you. The devil within themselves. Again, they have a Leviathan spirit of envy. That's not a spirit you want around you. That kind of energy would keep you in a state of confusion, almost like I said. That energy, they will drain. They will evaporate your water, meaning your compassion. So they see you being compassionate towards other people. As long as the compassion is being poured into them, just so we're crystal clear, everything is fine. Energy vampires, right? But as soon as you stop, that's when you see the horn, the pitchfork, and the tail come out. And it may be red, patent leather. It may be a whole nother color. But anyway, the spy is the spy is turned on, child. Woo. The spy is turned on, child. That's when you see this shape shifting. That's when you see the horns come out the top of the head. You be like, what? I didn't know that you had baby horns in the top of your head. As soon as you say no, the horns get bigger and bigger. And you're like, oh, I didn't know you had a pitchfork in the back of your closet. Here we have dream even bigger. But yes, child, they had that thing sitting in the back of the closet. Should you double back? Mm-mm. Should you double back for them? Your ancestors are proud of you. So, yeah. So wealth is within your reach. Yeah, it's their loss, not yours. I'm trying to tell you, listen. With creative energies, it's the creativity never stops flowing. You can find creativity. I'm serious in a bug, and I'm not even exaggerating. You can see something fly across the sky, and something will prompt you to create something. Because the creator is in everything. And so source is saying to you, it's like you're passionate about everything. Literally, you passionate about everything. And people misread that. People may misread that. And so, like I said before, you can't misread it. Like you can't misread energies. You can't misread those type of energies. Yeah, you can't. Let's jump into tarot, okay? Let's jump into tarot. So here's a question. Right? You can't misread those type of energies. Yeah. Because they'll be sitting over there with their eyebrows turned in like a cartoon character, mad, lips curled up like curly fries. So what truth is Cancer being guided to speak at this time? Let's see. What truth is Cancer being guided to speak at this time? Yeah. Oh, yeah. What truth? Yeah, something around envious spirits who really will lie on your mental health. They would tell a lie about your mental health when they see that you're not as passionate when you start pouring back into you. When you don't seem as passionate about helping them like you used to. So something else will come out. Like I said, them horns and the pitchfork, child. Here we have Five of Swords. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. We don't start conversations at Five of Swords. We started conversations at Ace of Swords at the beginning, unless you're familiar with what somebody's talking about. So that's going to be your indicator right there. Five of Swords. Somebody who's just bringing up stuff and you just like talking off the top of their head, playing mind games. So yeah, especially if you ask them, hold on, let's stop for a second. What are we talking about again? And they can't tell you. So what they're telling you, somebody's reading between the lines. Because what Swords is trying to help somebody learn how to do is, 5 is in numerology. It's the middle number. It's the mid number between the single digits. And so you can either go back or you can go forward, right? So you want to go back. If you don't know what somebody's talking about, you say, wait, hold on. Can we start from the beginning? Because maybe your day, you were busy, right? Because we're talking about this right here. You're trying to shine a light on something, right? This right here, 8, is like you're trying to shine a sunlight on something. So you're already starting out in high vibrating energy. This is you. You're starting out sunny, passionate, good spirits. You're not waiting. This is your intention. You're not waiting for today to be a good day. You're making it a good day. So when somebody comes to you and they're just kind of talking about something and you don't know and they just seem like they're stressed, this right here, see the blood on this card. It's the illustrator. This is not actual blood on the card, but it's the illustrator. So it's just saying to you, they seem like something is happening, like somebody's putting somebody up to saying something to you, right? I don't know if somebody's like a loved one, might put somebody up to saying something to you. They don't seem like they want to say something to you. It's kind of a destiny swap, right? Remember, destiny swap is not somebody don't know who they are when they look in the mirror. That is not a destiny swap. That's not a destiny swap. Two energies are trying to swap destinies with you and somebody else. It's basically two energies want you in someone else's life. When they look in the mirror, they want to see you and somebody else. So there's tons of movies that you can watch. I think the latest one is like they clone Tyrone. I think that's one of them. But it's tons. They're going back in the early 2000s. Movie about destiny swapping. But yeah, somebody just started talking to you about something, and you're like, "What in the world are they talking about?" And when you ask, I feel like when you ask for this was the mind game. So when you asked for what they were talking about, they tried to make it seem like your passion was something else, right? Which you knew it wasn't, right? So, which for them justified them saying something disrespectful to you, right? Okay, not cool. Whoever this energy was. So they jumped from 5 to 8. What happened to 6, 7, right? So 6, 7. First of all, before that, you got 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So you couldn't even start at 1. You couldn't even start at you couldn't even get clarity. 1 would be clarity. Ace is clarity. I need to get clarity about something. Give me a minute so I can go back through my mind. What is this? Because you're already high vibrational. This is a high vibrational like energy. You're passionate about something, right? So here we have the 3 of Wands here. So this energy was already talking about you behind your back. Whoever this energy was, they were already telling lies about you behind your back. This fire. It was telling lies about you behind you because they're low vibrational, right? How you jump from 1, 2, 3, 4, you start at 5, you missing 6 and 7. This energy is already skipping rocks. Like he or she is at a lake somewhere. Okay, you skipping rocks. So no emotion. We're in, and I'm saying lake specifically because I'm talking about water. There's no emotion in whatever they're saying. It's just like talking off the top of their head. Like what? 3 of Wands here. This is 3. Your lips. Look at this 3. The shape of number 3 is like lips from the side. So this open to the left. It's like, okay, somebody's talking about something, and it's like, okay, what are they talking about? But you as a Cancer, as a water high vibrating Cancer, I'm talking to high vibrating Cancers, right? You as a water sign. So here, you talk about heart chakra here. So somebody's talking about something from the heart. This is gateway between the physical and the spiritual world, right? And below that, right? Below that is fire, right? Below that is water, right? That's you. That's your water sign, right? So you have a feeling about something. You are the I feel sign. You have a feeling that somebody is talking about you behind your back. Somebody's lips or gums are flapping behind your back. Look, so while you're trying to take a leap of faith, see how this person has one foot firmly planted on the ground, the other one right here is raised. Somebody, you're trying to take a leap of faith. And you have a feeling some people are talking about you behind your back because somebody is trying to play mind games. And then they jump from 5 to 8. So, yeah, but they're connected to an organization. That's why. So you have an innate spiritual understanding of the material world, of like when a fire is being, when you have an innate spiritual understanding of the material world is the physical world. Like when you know people, when you've been around people long enough, and you know how they're built, how they're wired. You know who is putting a fire up under somebody, like some energies where somebody said something to put a fire up under somebody, right? Because they just starting off in the middle of something and you don't even know what they're talking about. You don't even know what they're talking about. And so it's literally like, see this circle right here? It's like a computer on just like you press a button and like it's just processing. It's like stuck on repeat, like somebody's been programmed literally to just say the same thing over and over and over again. You're just like, okay, wait, what in the world? Almost like somebody said, okay, I want you to say this, but they skipping steps. They literally are skipping steps. And it's like, okay, something this don't sound right. Yeah. There's no emotion to something. They just like somebody, yeah. So something is happening fast. Something is happening fast. There's a quick progression of something. A destiny swap is happening fast. Like somebody is really, really trying to rush a destiny swap here, behind your back. And like somebody is like really pushing something to happen really, really fast. Cancer. Two energies are pushing something. So somebody wants somebody to come to you and like start an argument, just so you know. Just so you know. Because energies have already been talking about your expansion behind your back, right? Here's the 4 of wands. If somebody feels like something is their way or the highway, so somebody wants to come to your home. Somebody wants to, make it seem like, oh, let's have a fun time. Let's go, but they want to start an argument with you. Two energies want to make it seem like, we want to come to your home. Let's talk. Let's just have a great time, or even invite you somewhere. Something feels like a homecoming or something like that. Let's fly somewhere. Let's go somewhere. Here's the Ace of Wands. Okay. I can't tell y'all what to do, but it's a bait. It's a bait and switch. But somebody already feels like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. Nobody starts out a conversation in 5 of Swords. Somebody's trying to get you to travel somewhere. And so you already know who's behind it. You already know who's behind it. So somebody's just kind of hoping that you would just kind of, you're passionate about traveling. Somebody feels like they are familiar with you enough that, see, 817, right? So 8 is 8 with fire is also about airplanes, right? So 8 is like somebody say, okay, this lets me know that somebody has been watching you, like they have been like literally following you. Somebody has been, so if you've been traveling, because this speaks to this 10 of swords right here speaks to Sagittarius. We're not talking about a Sagittarius. We're talking about your ninth house. Somebody's been following your passion when it comes to law, when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to philosophy. They see how you flow. In other words, somebody's been following you. And somebody thought that you were lying about how passionate you are about what you do. This is, I know, and with the mixture of technology, they probably just been just like doing a whole bunch of illegal stuff. But source is saying it's an organization that's doing it. Yeah, you know, with the stuff that I see in my mind. Anyway, you're getting foreknowledge here. Okay, you're getting foreknowledge here. You're getting foreknowledge. Okay. Don't let it be a hindsight. In hindsight, I wish I had paid attention. I'm telling you right now, nobody starts out a conversation at 5 of swords. Just start arguing off the cuff. What they talking about? We'll be arguing about what? I need some clarity here. What you talking about, Willis? Just kidding. Did y'all see the show back in the day? But anyway, so here we have Queen of Cups. Pour into yourself. Somebody's ex is on an assignment. Yeah. So yeah, they've already doing stuff behind people's backs. Like, yeah. So you don't look like what you've been through. You've been through a lot. So have some compassion for yourself. You've been through enough. So enough is enough. 6 of Cups is Scorpio. Scorpio is a death rebirth card. It's dead the situation. Let's just put it to an end. Learn how to be your own soulmate. Know what you need. This duality right here. This black hand and this white hand is duality. The moon is in Gemini. When you watch this video, Gemini is duality. This is how you communicate. This is how you send out a message. Your spirit is sending out a message that you're good. I'm good. Yeah, you travel by yourself when you want to travel with you, but you ain't traveling with some energies who just simply familiar with you. Like, I don't know you like that. Yeah. So anyway, so consider your inner child, right? This is what you're considering your inner child. Um, so some energies are basically, like I said, trying to do a destiny swap, you know, with you, because some energies have already, you see the other side of the Hierophant card is the Justice card, right? And it's already done something behind your back in terms of somebody's mental health, tell lies about somebody about their mental health, and they use this energy right here as a pawn in this game that they think is funny. And there's nothing funny about your spiritual gifts, your gifts. There's nothing funny about your gifts. You're very passionate about what you do and your spirituality, and some energy sees you as competition, which they shouldn't, because they have gifts too. But they're just playing a dirty game of doing things behind your back. So there you go, being shady. His page of wands here. They're just being shady. So put it into it. You're good. So you and somebody should not be a hindsight. Hindsight is 2020. I wish I had paid attention. I wish I had listened. Get your rest. Get your rest. Yeah. It's pretty sad actually that some people would do this behind somebody's back. He was a high priestess card. So this is where your high priestess gifts kicks in. Yeah. This is high priest to high priestess gifts. Right? So you actually in the physical and the spiritual realm here. That's why we're starting out with heart chakra. Heart chakra, right? So somebody's trying to use somebody else to start an argument with you, to make it seem like you are, like, try to start this really passionate argument with you to make it seem like you need to be restrained. That's what this is. You need to be restrained, right? So you're not getting into an argument with anybody. They've already done something behind your back. Already told some kind of lies behind your back. So yeah, and you are not a fool. Yeah, you are not a fool. So like I said, you're right there on the cusp of some things like happening for you really, really quickly. And you're having a lot, somebody is having like, they've already, like I said, some energies have copied something. Um, and they know how compassionate you are. Somebody could have been having some like reminiscing over some childhood memories and like some energies that like really poured into your soul, or like some inner two energies that could have poured into your soul, and some energies they just, like I said, keeps doing stuff behind people's backs. So this lets me know this has to do with somebody's computer. This is like copying information here. They've already been lying. So somebody's trying to justify what somebody did. The other side of Hierophant is Justice card. Two energies who see themselves as your enemies did something in court. And I know that because you had 8-8 here, and they're pretty passionate about something they lied about. And so they're breaking all kinds of laws. For real. They're doing the most, the absolute most. 8, 1, and 7. 1, 8, and 1 and 7 is 8. So this is 8-8. So yeah. Somebody has been literally copying everything, and they're passionate about like putting this energy out here in the air and making somebody look like a fool. So, so y'all can watch other readers. I encourage people to watch more than just my channel. Don't just watch just mine. Watch other readers' channels too, and watch just not just your sun sign. Watch your moon, your rise, your Venus, like wherever you want to find out information. But you Cancer, feel like somebody is the whole package. You're a total package, and people see that. Some people see you have like a this you have the physical and the spiritual knowledge of some things, and somebody wants to swap that with you, but the way that they're going about doing, say somebody doesn't want to collaborate with you. That's what it would seem like somebody wants to do, is collaborate with you, except they're using a pawn to argue with you instead of they coming in wrong. So they come in all wrong. That's why wealth is within your reach. They just come in all wrong. Everything, the stage is wrong. I mean, for real. I say on my channel all the time that you all are sweethearts. You're compassionate. It's literally like these energies hate compassionate people. It's I can't even. I'm trying to say it a different way when I look at the cards here, because there's so much fire in the cards. It's like it's just like they get passionate about restricting compassionate people. They get passionate about that, so it can look like, okay, there's savior. That's the four. It's like people are like, okay, I want to save this person. Look, I saved this person. Talk to me so I can get, let me get all into your mind, get into your head, so I can go tell, I can go stand somewhere and tell people X, Y, and Z. I can expand this and expand that. So Source is saying, yeah, yeah. So I see why some of you all stay in hermit mode. This is right here. This is a hermit mode here. The light turns on for you in hermit mode when you have to deal with certain energies who like I said, who just like to stay arguing. So when I look at your cards here, the Five of Swords, um, it doesn't matter if you go out to the grocery store, no matter where you go, do not get into arguments with people, because some people have already done some stuff behind your backs and I'm talking about legally, has done some stuff, and take only what resonates with you. This has not happened for everybody, just so we're crystal clear, okay? Take only that's why readers say at the beginning, people know that you're talented. There's no doubt about that. That's why they put so much energy into it. That's why there's so much fire here. People know that you all are talented. There's no and ifs or buts about it. They know that you're talented. But somebody wants to start an argument with you and make it seem like because of your passion for something, you are the one that's argumentative. No, because they want you to surrender to them. These two energies want you to surrender to them because of the lie they told on you that you were running away from something. You're not running away from anything. Yeah. So, and like I said, this right here, the Knight of Swords and also the Four of Swords, brings us to the Three of Swords. It is disappointing and heartbreaking. It's like these two, it's like, they already have one energy that they're using as a pawn. And so you would add to the other. And this is what a lot of people have in common. Here's the Queen of Swords right here. So it's like somebody needs to learn how to put their emotions under lock and key. I see, like I said, you're very passionate about what you do. And maybe kind of get out in the air and like I feel like somebody is like learning how to contain their fire. I see when I look at your when I look at on YouTube, there are some energies who may use a lot. Well, yeah, I'm not judging anybody. Like, because people get messages across however they get messages across. I'll just put it that way. So, you're not a fool. You're not a fool. You're definitely not a fool. Yeah, you're definitely not a fool. hmm So, yeah. So here we have the Three of Swords here. Yeah. So be very careful about, and this is again until you can kind of sort of get a handle on like what. Then this again is only for some people. Okay, it's not for everybody. Another thing I want to add to for somebody too is like be real careful about what you're watching on social media, because when you see stuff on social media that could take you down to a lower frequency, some people make stuff that's not theirs. If y'all know what I'm saying, like maybe because you're so compassionate and you're a water sign, right? You could be making, um, you literally could be making somebody else's stuff yours, right? And because you all are you all are a very nurturing spirit. All you need is like one drop of something to contaminate your water if you don't keep it flushed out on a regular basis. Yeah, if you don't keep it flushed out on a regular basis. Some people want to believe that you just stay in hermit mode all the time. You don't go out, you don't get any fresh air, which obviously is not true. So that's what I'm saying. You're not going to wait for today to be a good day. You're going to make it a good day. So, but that's only because they have a lot of familiar spirits around you that says, oh, this person, they stay in the house all the time. And like I said, you're leaving some energy behind, because again, some energy did something behind your back. Some energy did something behind your back, right? So yeah, but you're enlightened. You're enlightened about something. Not just when you're in hermit mode, when you're out in the sunlight, when you're out getting some sun, you're enlightened about something. Source keeps you enlightened. If some energies feel like, and remember, this could be a man or woman. There's no gender in tarot. But you're enlightened about how these energies operate. They keep neighbors around people. They keep familiar spirits around people, listening, creeping around all hours of the night, watching, listening, see the time you wake up, go to bed. I mean, like you're in, like I said, wealth is within your reach. Wealth is within your reach. Looking for any reason, but really what they're trying to do is really harvest someone's energy. That's what it is really is, just trying to harvest your energy. So learn how to protect your creativity. Learn how to protect your water. Your energies really want to make something that isn't true about you true. They want to make the thing that you're passionate about, make it seem like you have an anger issue or problem, or um, something's wrong. Like it's some lie they told about you that is true. So yeah. Here we have Ace of Wands, and you have an idea of who's behind it, but you're not focusing on who's behind anything. You have a whole lot of ideas moving forward. Somebody has a new project coming up, so congratulations to you. And something is going to take off real fast for you. It's going to really help you to close out something. It's going to help you to close out something and leave some stuff behind, which is a really, really good thing for you. I like this. So some kind of solo project I see you working on that's going to really put some distance between you and some energies that's been doing a lot of things behind your back. Yeah, I just see something coming to an end because you're on top of all of this. Yeah, you're definitely on top of all of this. I mean, it's like what goes around comes around. It's coming back around to these energies because of what they've been doing behind your back. It's coming back around. So I feel like you're on top of a lot of things. Yeah. So I'm seeing renewal. I'm seeing hope, clarity, miracles, faith, rejuvenation, all of this, right? So, yeah. I feel like you're dealing with some energies that feel like if they can't beat them, join them. Like they're not standing up to certain energies in a way because it's a organization behind it. And that's again, you're not judging anybody, but when something comes to light to you and you realize, wow, these two energies are backed by an organization and they want to swap destinies with you and somebody else, it is heartbreaking. Here's the Seven of Pentacles here. The seeds have been planted real, and those roots run real deep for them. So for them, it's just a transaction. It really is a transaction to make their money grow. Yeah. But like I said, something is already fated because when we talk about the devil card here, the devil is in the detail. So that's the very thing that these energies are using against them as well. So that's the very thing that's going to count against these energies as well. So, like I said, wealth is within your reach. Is the Magician card. So you're very clear, you're very focused, and you're very clear on something, Cancer. So, and talking to you wherever Cancer is in your birth chart, not just your sun, moon, rising. It can be in your 12th house. It doesn't really matter. Ninth house, 7th, 6th, wherever Cancer is in your birth chart. I'm talking to you, wherever. But get very, very in tune with your birth chart. Very in tune with it. But there's a lot of energy. Some energy. Yeah, these energies. Somebody wants your energy bad. They want you and somebody's energy real bad. Like it's just like people are just like they doing everything. Telling people you're running away from stuff, telling people that you need to be restrained. I don't know who that you're a bully. I mean, just doing the absolute. Like somebody just running out of stuff to say, just saying anything. That you're a fool to have left behind something that like it's one, let's say, almost like 1 minute people are giving you a compliment, but then they're also calling you a fool that you left behind something that you were your money was growing and you had wealth right within your reach. It's almost like, oh, it's like all these different versions of telling people all these different things about you, when really, if it's a destiny swap of these energies, they don't realize the stuff that these negatives that they're putting out about you. Like I said, you don't have anything to say about it. Give it no air, none, no air, none whatsoever. That's what I have for you. Like I said, yeah. Whoever you are, source pushed you back. I won't say like pushed you, like shoved you, but source put you back into hermit mode for a reason, to shine a light on something for you, so that you can start seeing something for what it really, really was. So if that looks like for some of you all, like, so you can, like I said, because you got wealth within your reach, but somebody's looking back at something. Somebody's kind of, this is with the Five of Swords here. It's like, okay, somebody's kind of going back. You're going back in your mind, like looking at something, like, um, I feel like you sent a spell back. I feel like you sent something back. I feel like somebody said something to you and you sent it back. And so now they're the one that's heartbroken. That's what I'm picking up on. They're now talking about how heartbroken they are. I don't know who this is. This is a loved one. I feel like you have a great deal of compassion. Um, I also feel like you're structured and authoritative, and you're a prayer warrior. This is where the Emperor card comes in. I feel like you're a prayer warrior. I feel like you're praying for people. That's what I'm seeing here in the cards. That's how I see somebody's money growing because of your patience, your hard work. Even if you have delayed success, your perseverance, your diligence. That's what I see. Like that's the seed that was planted in you very early on, like at the very beginning. That's what I'm seeing for you. That's why wealth is within your reach. But that's what I have for you. You have a lot of major things that's going on here. But I think that's it. I was just trying to see if there's anything else in the cards here. Trying to see if there's anything else in the cards here. Yeah, two energies definitely saw you and somebody else's competition. Yeah, so watch a movie and possibly like movies about Destiny Swap. So you can just go Google Destiny Swap movies. That's I mean they go back to like I think early 2000s movies, even maybe even before that. But maybe watch some movie on Destiny because it's not a person doesn't know who they are when they look in the mirror. That's a completely wrong definition. It's like you want to swap destinies, like you want to everything. Like yeah, so outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will and release me from my attachment. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I'm open to receive. I'm open to receive. So, yeah. Yep. So, that is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Yeah. I don't know which movie you're going to watch, but something is going to help someone to something is going to clear the air for you because nothing is by coincidence. So I don't know if it's going to be the first movie you watch or, however, this maybe this week, something, it could be something on who knows, who knows. Source knows how to get the message to you best. And I'm not your source. This is a resource. So however the message comes to you, it's going to come to you. But somebody has a new project or something starting that's going to free you from all this shade, this behavior of energies. That's going to help you to close out something and move on. Like I said, wealth is within your reach, but yeah. Whoever I'm talking to. That's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.